Travel along, Catholic pilgrims, as we learn from St. Augustine, Doctor of the Church, while we read his book, Confessions. Welcome, Catholic pilgrims. I'm glad to have you today. For this episode, I caution you about having sensitive ears present, as St. Augustine is going to talk about his fall into lust. We will be reading from Book 2, Chapter 2, and that can be found on page 43. I cared for nothing but to love and be loved. But my love went beyond the affection of one mind for another, beyond the arc of the bright beam of friendship. Bodily desire, like a morass, and adolescent sex welling up within me, exuded mists, which clouded over and obscured my heart, so that I could not distinguish the clear light of true love from the murk of lust. Love and lust together seethed within me. In my tender youth, they swept me away over the precipice of my body's appetites and plunged me in the whirlpool of sin. More and more, I angered you unawares, for I had been deafened by the clank of my chains, the fetters of the death which was my due to punish the pride in my soul. I strayed still farther from you, and you did not restrain me. I was tossed and spilled, floundering in the broiling sea of my fornication, and you said no word. How long it was before I learned that you were my true joy. You were silent then, and I went on my way farther and farther from you, proud in my distress and restless in fatigue, sowing more and more seeds whose only crop was grief. Was there no one to lull my distress, to turn the fleeting beauty of these new-found attractions to good purpose, and set up a goal for their charms, so that the high tide of my youth might have rolled in upon the shore of marriage? The surge might have been calmed and contented by the procreation of children, which is the purpose of marriage, as your law prescribes, O Lord. By this means you form the offspring of our fallen nature, and with a gentle hand you prune back the thorns that have no place in your paradise. For your almighty power is not far from us, even when we are far from you. Or again, I might have listened more attentively to your voice from the clouds, saying of those who marry that they will meet with outward distress, but I leave you your freedom, that a man does well to abstain from all commerce with women, and that he who is unmarried is concerned with God's claim, asking how he is to please God, whereas the married man is concerned with the world's claim, asking how he is to please his wife. These were the words to which I should have listened with more care, and if I had made myself a eunuch for love of the kingdom of heaven, I should have awaited your embrace with all the greater joy. But instead, I was in a ferment of wickedness. I deserted you and allowed myself to be carried away by the sweep of the tide. I broke all your lawful bounds and did not escape your lash. For what man can escape it? You were always present, angry and merciful at once, strewing the pangs of bitterness over all my lawless pleasures, to lead me on to look for others unallied with pain. You meant me to find them nowhere but in yourself, O Lord, for you teach us by inflicting pain. You smite so that you may heal, and you kill us so that we may not die away from you. Where was I then, and how far was I banished from the bliss of your house in that 16th year of my life? This was the age at which the frenzy gripped me, and I surrendered myself entirely to lust, which your law forbids, but human hearts are not ashamed to sanction. My family made no effort to save me from my fall by marriage. Their only concern was that I should learn how to make a good speech and how to persuade others by my words. Lust is the most celebrated, tolerated, and encouraged of the 7 deadly sins. Gluttony plays a close second, but lust reigns supreme. And why is this? Well, nobody likes it when people are greedy towards them. I don't like greedy people, and neither do you. And nobody likes it when people fly off the handle with rage. We don't like people that are envious of us. lazy people, sloth-like people annoy us, and we are all quick to complain about a prideful person. But lust is one of those things where we can truly enjoy someone lusting after us, and because sex is pleasurable, we get why people want to engage in it. As parents, we try to teach kids to share. Hey, don't be greedy. We try to teach them to work hard. Don't be lazy. We try to teach them to be kind and gentle. Don't be angry all the time. Control your emotions. We don't want them to be prideful. Think of others. We teach them to be happy for another's success. Look, don't be envious. Less and less parents, though, are teaching discipline, which would help with gluttony. But so many parents either steer clear of the topic of lust, give it a pass, or outright encourage it. Oh, that's just teenagers being teenagers, or you're a weird dude if you don't look at porn. Apparently, this attitude wasn't too different in St. Augustine's time. Sex is such an intimate topic on the one hand that we don't want to teach our kids about it because it makes us uncomfortable. Yet on the other hand, it's been so secularized, watered down, and made commonplace that it's all around us, but in the wrong way. Even St. Augustine tells us that, quote, "My family made no effort to save me from my fall by marriage," unquote. I wonder, though, would he have listened? Because we don't talk about lust properly, as St. Augustine says, love and lust seethe together. Most young people, and frankly, a lot of older people, everybody, I guess, do not understand the difference between love and lust. Sexual attraction is all that matters, and if you have that, well, you've fallen in love. Until you fall out of love and discard that person to go looking for a new thrill. I'm sure we will hear much more about this, and we will have a lot of other chances to talk about it more in depth. So we'll leave it here for today. We'll be together very soon. And until then, live the faith boldly and travel well.